What's up, guys? That was a stupid intro. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking all about reselling shoes on eBay. Should be a pretty fun vlog, but the first thing we're going to do is hit the thrift store on the way to our office to see if we can find some more shoes to resell, even though we have like 100 pairs at the warehouse. So if you have questions about selling used shoes on eBay, this will be the vlog you want to watch, because that's what we're going to talk about. And there's Ben. All right, let's go. We're gonna go take a look in the Salvation Army. This one's usually pretty good for shoes. They have a pretty like wide range of shoes in there, and most of the time I find some, so hopefully there's some good shoes in there. If there's not, I'm gonna look in the clothing and the electronics and usual stuff anyway. So, but we don't have much time. I'm only gonna spend probably half an hour in there. So let's go see if there's anything. Some David Beckham Adidas. Skechers. Those are nice. Good find, Ben. I think I see Keen. This is kind of nice. What is it? Tommy Bahama, but it's like a zip up. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. $2 half off. I'm gonna get this for Allison. Sick. Sick. This has no price, but it's pretty cool. These are weird. Huh? Weird made in Holland clogs. These ones didn't have a price on them?
No, they didn't. I know. Yeah. They've been sitting back there.
You're not a yellow tag.
No.
Is that what that off? Yeah. So
we're not allowed to do that.
$10, it's okay. So not too much there. I did end up buying 2 pairs of shoes, so I'll show those to you guys when we get back to the office. I bought a few shirts as well, so decent stuff. Spent $40 or something like that. So I'll show you guys what we got in a second. Back at the warehouse now. Let me show you guys what I picked up at that thrift store. Hey look, it's Allie. Hey babe, you eating? Hashtag feed Allie. Picked up this sweet Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt for Allison. Paid $1 for it. Did you like it, babe?
Love it.
Do you want some more of it? And then I had to pick up this Buc-ee's tie-dye shirt. It was originally $15. I paid $1.99 for it because it's so cool. It's a size 2XL and it's awesome. That's the front of it. And then that's the back of it. Peace, love, and beaver nuggets. If you guys don't know what Buc-ee's is, it's this like crazy, gigantic gas station in Texas. Look it up, it's crazy. And then I paid up for this 511 Tactical Series shirt. It's a size 2XL, paid $7 for it. But it is in very good condition. It's one of the high quality ones. And if you guys look right here, these buttons are false buttons. So there's snaps underneath it that you can open it, and that's where like that hidden gun compartment is, right there. See that? This shirt literally does have a pocket for your guns. So again, paid $7 for it. We should get like $35 plus for this shirt. And then I had to pick up the cool shirt because it's just too cool. This is a woman's long sleeve cool shirt. This is a great brand to be on the lookout for. This is what the logo looks like. It's like a mountain. Anyway, this particular Henley isn't worth that much money. We'll probably get like 20 bucks for it, paid $5. But again, if you ever see that brand, make sure you buy it. And then the last clothing item I got, this was $3. It is a Tommy Bahama zip up shirt, extra large. It's got a really cool graphic on the front of it. And on the back, it's got this like little hidden pocket, I guess for your wallet or whatever. And it's like this nice sport fabric, like moisture wicking fabric. The Tommy Bahama little spell out on the bottom. It's a really quality shirt. So I think we should get like maybe 27, 28 bucks for that shirt. And again, paid $3 for it. And then getting back to shoes, because that's what this vlog is about. These are Dr. Martens air cushioned sole shoes. There's the bottom of them, made in England. Very, very good condition. I did pay up for them, paid $13 for these Docs. But again, they are in pretty good condition. I think we should get around 50 bucks for these shoes. And then always be on the lookout for the weird at thrift stores. So anytime I see clogs that are made in another country, like made in Holland clogs, especially with an interesting design like this, I'll always pick them up just to see what they're worth. So these we paid $10 for, and they're in excellent condition, hardly worn condition. And I think we'll probably get around $40 for these shoes, so 10 bucks into 40 should be pretty good. So that's all the stuff that I picked up at that thrift store. Now we have to do our eBay shipping because Callie is not here, so shipping is on us today. So Allison and I are gonna get the shipping done, and then we'll come back and I'll show you guys some more shoes. These are the shoes that we've taken, or that Ben's taken pictures of in the last day. There's like boxes and boxes and bags of shoes. So we'll go over some of those shoes and tell you like what brands to look out for and what sort of stuff to look out for when it comes to selling shoes on eBay. All right, all the shipping is done. It's actually not that much today, but it's done. So let's talk more about selling used shoes on eBay. Like I said, shoes are pretty much what we've been taking pictures of and listing over the past few days. We have like bags and bags of shoes, boxes and boxes and bags of shoes. So what I'll do is I'll pick out a few pairs of shoes that we've taken pictures of that are ready to be listed, and then we can talk about like different brands of shoes that are good for selling on eBay, and maybe we can talk about the type of margins that we look for, what to look for as far as like price point goes and condition of the items goes. There's a lot of stuff to look for when it comes to selling used shoes on eBay. But if you can find the right shoes to buy, there is fantastic margins in them. So let me show you some shoes that we are currently listing on eBay. So here's 7 pairs of shoes that we are getting ready to list. I chose a wide variety of different kinds of shoes. There's like boots, sandals, hiking shoes, athletic shoes, wrestling shoes. There's a lot of different types and styles here to talk about, so let's go through a few of these. One of our favorite styles to sell are work boots. Work boots are cool because most of the time they're not a want, they're a need. So there's something that people have to buy for their jobs, which makes it good for us because it's something that's always needed. And a lot of the time, if you can find the right brand, like these for example are Honeywell Pro Series firefighter boots, they can be worth a ton of money. So like these ones in new condition are worth about $200. The important thing, if you do find work boots, if they are used, make sure that you check the condition of them, because again, they're work boots. So a lot of the times they get used and abused because that's what they're meant to do. So make sure you're checking the condition, like the soles of the boots, the back of the boots, the toe of them. Sometimes even if there is a bit of wear, they can be cleaned up nicely, but just make sure they're not in too bad of a condition where you can't sell them for decent money. Shoes that have a good following, a good brand, like these Hoka are also worth a decent amount of money. A pair like this is probably worth around 80 to 100 bucks. And a lot of the times you can pick these up at thrift stores or garage sales for usually I would say between like $10 to $15. And remember, if you ever see a pair of shoes where you don't know the brand or you've never seen the brand before, but it feels like a quality item, make sure to just look it up. Look up sold comps on eBay for used shoes and just see what the comps are. Because sometimes you'll be surprised. We actually didn't even know that this brand existed until this year. So you never know what you're going to find out there, guys. Another tip would be to look out for anything that's 100% leather or says handmade on it or made in the USA. Usually stuff like that is worth a decent amount of money, like these Piper sandals, for example. It's not that hard to tell that these things are handmade and quality. A lot of the times when you just touch a pair of shoes, you can tell that they're very, very good quality just by feel. So again, look out for quality handmade leather shoes. We've been doing very well with running shoes lately, men's and women's. Like these ones, for example, these are just a pair of Asics. And the important thing to look out for on running or athletic shoes is the bottom, the wear on the bottom. You want to make sure that the heel wear isn't too bad and make sure that the tread on the bottom isn't too far gone. Because if they're super, super worn, people aren't going to want to buy them used. They would rather just buy them new or find a different pair that isn't as worn. And then the other thing is look out for really good brands. Like for example, this brand is Allbirds. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but Allbirds is a super, super good brand to look out for. These things sell for us almost immediately when we list them. So sometimes it's more about the brand than anything else. So look out for those good high-end brands. Another good tip would be look out for sports shoes. Like these wrestling shoes, for example. Wrestling shoes sell for us very, very well. So always look out for like Adidas, Nike, Asics wrestling shoes. They do incredibly well for us. But other sports shoes can do well too, like soccer soccer cleats and football cleats, just make sure with items like that are mass produced that you do look up the items and try to find an exact comp on eBay. Because a lot of the time, if everybody's buying the same pair of shoe, or if it's very mass produced, the price will get driven down. And then the last tip I can give you on types of shoes to look out for is outdoor shoes or hiking shoes sell very well for us, especially during like the summer months where a lot of people are out there doing hiking. And there are definitely brands that sell better than others. Like these, for example, are Merrell shoes. Merrell is an awesome brand to look out for, but again, it all comes down to condition. Make sure that the soles are in good condition. Sometimes if you're not sure, you can like grab the sole and flex it like that to make sure that there's no like cracking or issues with the actual sole of the shoes. Always make sure you look around the edges too to make sure that this is glued down and not coming apart. Just make sure that you're doing your job checking through the shoes. And like I said, brands like Merrell are really good. Columbia makes good hiking shoes. The North Face makes great shoes. There's a lot of good like outdoor shoe companies to be on the lookout for. So if you see anything like this, make sure that you pick it up and look it up on eBay.
Okay guys, now Allison's going to tell you some techniques on how to clean shoes. Clean shoes.
Okay, wow. So let's first talk about faux leather shoes and cleaning the soles of any shoe, such as these rubber soles here. Don't mind my S's, I have braces. What I used to clean the soles was, where are you? A handy dandy scrub brush. This one looks really gross. I used to clean the house. I washed it really well with dish soap, and then I scrubbed the sole with dish soap. For really, really hard to remove stains, you can use toothpaste, or if you don't have a toothpaste with baking soda in it, you can use baking soda. If you don't have baking soda in your house, you can use 409. They're all different options for cleaning the rubber sole. But just be careful when you're scrubbing not to scrub the faux leather and or real leather. To clean the faux leather, what you're going to want to do is you can wet it and lightly scrub very, very lightly with your brush for the areas that are very stained. Otherwise, you can scrub it with a sponge, but it was very dirty, these shoes, I'll be honest. So I scrubbed it with this. They came up perfectly fine. Just be gentle. And what I used to scrub them was only this Palmolive Palmolive
Palmolive Max Shred.
What I used to scrub this part of the shoe, the faux leather, was Palmolive. This one, this giant one from Costco. The inside of these shoes was disgusting. It looked like our dog pooped in them. So what I did to clean them is I used the Dollar Tree OxiClean. It's like a ripoff of OxiClean, and it works just as well as OxiClean, shockingly so. Somebody gave me this tip that we ran into one day. I don't know where we were, and I don't remember who it was now, because it was so long ago. But yeah, definitely use the Dollar Tree OxiClean. Otherwise, you can just use fabric softener mixed with detergent, or you can use all three in conjunction with one another. But again, these were really, really dirty, so I kind of soaked it and washed for a really, really long time.
Ooh, they smell good now.
They don't smell great, but they smell much, much better. And make sure if you are cleaning real leather that you're not soaking them all the way through, because leather will warp. This is faux leather, so it was completely safe. Leather is a completely different beast. You have to be very, very careful when cleaning leather. Sometimes we get dress shoes just like this. These happen to be Ryan's. He bought them full price. Can you believe it? Shame on him. Shame on you, Ryan.
No.
So what we normally do whenever we get shoes like this and they have little scuffs on them, people, whenever they're shopping for shoes, they want them to look new, even if they're used. What I've done to make them look new is I take shoe polish, I rub it in the areas where the little scuffs and marks and dings are, and I just massage it in really, really nicely. A microfiber cloth is probably best, but if you don't have one, it's fine to use a washcloth. And then what you do is you take a horsehair brush and you just buff it off. And that's the key, is you're buffing off the polish, and it just makes it really nice and not like sticky. So yeah, that's how you clean dress shoes that are proper leather. And sometimes, guys, just that little 5 minutes that you spend on the shoes, polishing and buffing them, can increase the sale by about 20%, and we've discovered that for us it has, because we have sold shoes that one we didn't polish, and then other ones that we have polished, and they have sold for 20% more. They've sold faster, they've sold at full price. So definitely take that 5 minutes, especially if it's worth it. Now remember, you want profits, not projects, but if the shoes are $5 and you need to spend 15 minutes on it, it's worth it if they sell for $50, $60, $70, $80. So always consider that whenever you're purchasing leather shoes or any shoe in general. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed those tips, and back to you, Ryan.
Thanks, babe. Those are some really awesome tips. Hopefully you guys learned something from that. So before we move on, I wanted to stress something to you guys really quick. We are by no means shoe experts. In reality, shoe sales make up less than 10% of our total yearly sales. There are much better experts out there than us in the shoe category. One channel that I can definitely recommend is called Tino, the Sole Advisor. I believe they are almost exclusively shoe sellers, and they definitely do more than 6 figures a year. Another one would be the Instagram account called The Clutch Swag, Kevin. He's mostly in new shoes, but the guy has incredible knowledge and he does some serious numbers. Which brings me back to the numbers. So if you sell shoes and only shoes online, how is it possible to make $100,000 in a year? Well, let's break it down. I'm gonna use averages just to make it easier on you and me. On average, when we sell a pair of shoes, it sells between $40 and $50. So let's use $45 as our benchmark. Everything we do is free shipping. That doesn't mean that that's the right way to do it, but that's the way that we like to do it. So everything that we do is free shipping, and on average, it costs us around $9 to ship a pair of shoes. eBay and PayPal fees, that's another 13% roughly. And our average buy cost with shoes is between $5 and $12, so it works out to about $8.50 per pair. Okay, I know that was a lot of information, so let's look at the big picture. A $45 sale minus fees and shipping leaves us with $30.15, minus our average buy cost leaves us with $21.65 profit. Now, to account for returns and other expenses, I'm just going to use a round number of $20. So if you want to make $100,000 in a year selling just shoes, you would need to have 5,000 transactions just like the one we talked about. $100,000 divided by $20 profit equals 5,000 transactions. If you're selling 365 days a year, that's 13.69 sales per day. It also means that you would have to spend $42,500 just on inventory. $8.50 times 5,000, so $42,500 spend cost. So if you're able to go out and source 3 days a week, that's 32 pairs of shoes that you would need to find every single day you go outsourcing. Is it doable? Absolutely. If you have the right connections, or if you have a really good route of thrift stores, retail arbitrage that you can go to, if you have places you can go to find these deals, yes, it's doable to go and buy 32 pairs of shoes in a day. And also remember this, as you increase your average sales price, your workload should also decrease. So if you can bring your average sales price from $45 up to $90, your workload should technically cut in half because you're selling half the amount of shoes. But also be aware, in a situation like that, your buy cost will probably also increase. But yes, it absolutely can be done, guys. We know multiple people doing 6 figures plus online selling exclusively shoes. If you work hard and you put your mind to it and you go out there and find the deals, it can absolutely be done in a big way. The profits are totally out there for the taking. So if you like shoes and you want to start reselling shoes, go out there and get the profits. Okay, and that is it, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please, guys, hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment. We love to hear from you guys. And please subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this. And also make sure to hit that little bell notification button so that you're notified every time we post a new video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you on the next video. I'm Ryan Roots. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. Go sell some shoes.